Okay.
Microphone is not on.
Okay. Today we'll talk about the drought boosters. The title is that some ways to deal with drought successfully. First, I will introduce two events about drought in recent years. The first is it happens in 2010 to 2011 and a drought in the northern part of China. It was the worst drought to kill the country in 60 years, and it affected most of wheat producing regions in China, and it affects and 8 provinces were impacted by the drought, and 2.31 million people and 2.55 livestock were suffered from water shortage, and some lakes dried up significantly. For example, the Hubei Lake shrinking to 1/8 of its normal surface area and 1/5 of its usual height. And this forced 3,240 and 34 local rescues to relocate. And the direct economic damage has reached 15 billion yuan. It's about $2.3 billion US. And the boy in the left is this picture shows a six-year-old boy, which is drinking water with 2 plastic bottles from the water-loaded trucks, and the right boy he is delivering water from the stores. And the second is the 2011 East African drought. It happened between July 2011 and middle 2012. A severe drought affected the entire Eastern Africa region, and it was said to be the worst in the 60 years. And the total death was about 50,000 to 260,000, and the death rate is 0.6 to 2.8 per 10,000 per day. And this drought also the drought also caused the price of some food increasing and affected the health. Some disease spread in this area, and this picture shows some animals and plants was died in this drought. And recently, it happened in this year. And this picture shows the Poyang Lake. It is the largest freshwater lake in China, and this was a picture when the water level was at their usual height. And this picture, this is also the Poyang Lake, but it was after the drought, and the tower in the distance was used to be in the center of the lake, which has dried up because of the drought. And a few weeks later after this, and commuters went across the dry lake bed, which was underwater just a few weeks before the drought. And so what will happen the next? And this event, is this an end? No. Scientists choose things will get worse. There are some reasons. By 2030, water supplies will meet just 60% of the total demand. But water scarcity is not because we have less water, but it's because we have 250% demand. And the enormous population, the climate change, and the wasteful using in the past result in not only a shortage but also a mismatch between where the water is and where it's needed.
Ready?
Okay, but humans are clever, so no ideas about and this part my partner will introduce.
I will introduce the seawater desalination. The designation of the factory of seawater desalination. In order to get a potable water, the factory of seawater desalination removes the salt from seawater. The fresh water refined from the seawater can use in irrigating or drinking. Sometimes the salty trough from seawater might become byproduct salt. Seawater desalination is popular in Middle East. Kingdom of Saudi Arabia have 24% amount of factory of seawater desalination in the world. Seawater desalination is also used in some islands and vessels. Seawater desalination demands high energy, so it is not economical in poor countries. A more common method of seawater desalination is reverse osmosis. About 47.2% of desalination in the world. Multi-flash, about 36.5% of desalination in the
No,
world.
stop here. There are too many special terms. You have to give some explanation. Go back. Go back. No, go back one or two slides. For example, seawater desalination. Some definition.
It traps salt from seawater.
Okay. How about reverse osmosis? Okay. So you should tell the audience. We'll come back to that later on.
I will introduce the reverse osmosis and multi-flash behind this. Multi-flash is a kind of seawater desalination which put its emphasis on multi and flash. The device is made up of several flash runs, like it is flash run, and the flash run is nearly vacuum. And the technique of multi-flash is make use of the vaporization of seawater and introduce the vapor into a flash run. Seawater come in here, and it will vaporize and cool it down, and we will get a potable water. The flash is because the flash run of the pressure is followed from the saturated vapor pressure of the seawater, so the seawater will vaporize immediately. And the method doesn't vaporize seawater. It can substantially lower the generation of dirty, which will damage the device. On the other hand, the amount of potable water is large, so it is widely used in Middle East. And it is large is because it has many flash runs, so it here can get potable water one time and here another time. And they take intake seawater here and discharge the seawater. Discharged seawater often have the high concentration of salt. The device in the seawater desalination. Another one is reverse osmosis, for short is RO, is a kind of desalination. The theory is make use of semi-permeable membranes or co-selective permeable membranes, which can only let pure water go through. So bacteria, virus, or metal will not go through here. They will go out. And I often have many filters because every filter will react with specific substance. Thank you.
Hello everyone, I want to introduce this way to avoid water scarcity. Wastewater treatment. We consider wastewater treatment as a water use because it is connected with the other uses of water. Much of the water used by homes, industries, and business must be cleaned after it is released back to the environment. And wastewater involves substances like human waste and food scraps, chemicals, oil, and salt. In homes, this involves water from sinks or showers, toilets, and washing machines. And why we treat wastewater? There are a lot of good reasons why we're keeping our water clean. Clear water is important to animals or plants that live in water. So it is important to fishing industry. If wastewater is not properly treated, the environment and human health can negatively impact it. There are about effects of wastewater pollution. The first one is the phenomenon of eutrophication, Chinese called 优氧化. Excessive nutrients can cause this phenomenon. The picture 2 is a river that was polluted by emitting toxic metal. The picture 3 is a green oyster. It was polluted because of a kind of metal called cadmium, Chinese called gold. And this is a wastewater treatment process. The wastewater is transported to a treatment center and do this 4 stages and then filter into the water. And next, I will explain this 4 stages how to work. The stage 1 is screening. It means to remove large objects, for example, broken bottles or plastics. We remove it because it may destroy our equipment. And stage 2 is primary treatment. In this stage, we can separate organic matter from the wastewater. And this organic matter will sink at the bottom of the tank. And then we call it sludge, uni. Stage 3 is secondary treatment. The rest of the water moves to a ration tank, Chinese called 曝气池. So air is pumped into the water to encourage bacteria to break down the tiny bits of sludge. And stage 4 is final treatment. In this stage, more and more sludge is formed at the bottom of the tank from the settling of the bacteria action. And the water at this stage is harmless, and the filtered water is released to the river. In this description is not all standard for treatment plants, but the principle is similar. Another way to avoid water scarcity. Some government may rip out their dusty walls and replace them with native plants that need little water. For example, hyacinths, Chinese name fengxins, and cactus, and agave, Chinese name longshala. Or we can encourage consumers to use high-efficient washing machine so that we can save more water. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my topic of presentation is Wisdom of Saving Water and Irrigation Engineering course. And this is my content of presentation, time, location, reasons, and compositions video. Now I will clearly introduce these significant systems from different aspects. First is time. The first bullet point is it appeared in Han Dynasty. The origination, of course, is uncertain, but it can be ascribed to three main statements. First, it was evolved from well drainage in Guangzhou area from the Western Han Dynasty. Second, it was created by local people of all nationality due to the local conditions. Last, it derived from Persia and was imported from Central Asia. The next is complete course system began to be built in Qing Dynasty. Nowadays, the whole course system we see is mainly from Qing Dynasty. The next is it has still exists so far. Here is the locations of course system. You can see that course lies in the center of Iranian plateau, east to Xinjiang in China, west to northern Africa like Morocco and Morocco. In China, it is mainly located in the Turban area, Tulufan Wadi. You can also see that the place of origin of course system is Persia. It spreads to various locations by a variety of different ways. What's more, there are a large quantity of course in Turban Basin, totally up to 1,200 streets. The total lengths are approximately up to 5,000 kilometers. The reasons. The reasons why corals in turbine basin bloom and is constructed in a large number can be definitely inseparable to the natural and geographical conditions. The following are the critical reason points. First is dry climate. Turbine is one of the extremely arid regions in China, and the annual rainfall is only 16 millimeters, while the evaporation can reach to 3,000 millimeters. Nevertheless, water contained in corals can be protected from seasonal sandstorms and high evaporation, which make water flow stably and able to be used for a whole year. Although it is extremely hard to be like an oven and there is deficient water in turbine basin, however, there are high mountains called Bogda Mountain, Bogdasan, in the north of basin, and Ukalatan San in the west of basin. Every summer, a lot of snow water flows into basin, infiltrated into Gobi, and converge into an undercurrent of course, which provides rich source of groundwater. The nature of the soil in turn is due to the cementation of gravel and clay. Additionally, the textures of the cementation of gravel and clay is solid, which makes the wall of underground channel of course is not subject to danger of collapse. This also provides a perfect geological conditions for excavating corals.
Time's up. Time's up.
Next is composition of coral system. First is mother well. Mother well is the first vertical shaft which was dug and excavated when ancient people got the source of water. Next, they decide the directions of continuing building other vertical shafts according to the groundwater surface.
Now you have to wrap up your presentation, so only highlights 1 or 2 sentences.
The next is collection station. There are vertical shafts in collection station. The function of collection station is to collect snow water. And the next is conveyance section. Conveyance section, in conveyance section, there are three parts of items. They are
That's
vertical.
more than 2 sentences.
Vertical
You just stop here.
shapes, underground shapes from a channel, and the next part is for water use.
My group member installed a method to saving water in the world, but I think the most important is to saving water in our daily life. So today I will tell you how to save water from our daily life. Water is indispensable in our daily life. Save water in our daily life not only can save your money on your bills, but also can help you to make a contribute to our environment. So it is very important and essential for us to save water in our daily life. And here is some tips how we can save water in our daily life. 1. Reuse the water. 2. Save the water which can be used. 3. Reduce the number of using water. 4. Consider water consumption according to the situation. 5. Get rid of bad habit of using water. And now I will tell you how these tips work. 1. Reuse the water. We can use the water at home repeatedly. For example, we can use the rice water to rise a vegetable, and the water wash a vegetable can be used to wash a flower. It's clean. And the rising water in washing machine can be used for the next batch for washing water. And the last washing water can be used for mop the floor, wash mop or water the toilet bowl. Like this, just like that, we use the water repeatedly. And 2, we can save the water which no need. For example, if the shower fails to reach the water temporarily in the beginning, when dry, we can put the cold water into a container to save it, and the cold water can be reused to washing the dish or soda, rice. 3. Reuse the water together. We had better wash the family's clothes together. So, if we use the washing machine, we should improve its water saving technology and put moderate detergent to reduce the use of water. Starting from a small thing to improve the efficiency of washing use. 4. Don't use no-need water. Just like when we use the toilet bowl, it is better to use the one which displacement volume is small, and the smaller one is better to save water. And you can use a bottle of water put in your toilet bowl, and the volume was too small and the water can be saved. 5. We can get rid of the habits of using water in order to save water. We can get rid of the habit of saving water in order to save water, such as exchange the TV channel without the battery, open the door or pick up the phone with water, use the toilet bowl to wash away cigarette butts and fine machine. And I think when we use the water in our daily life, can save more and more water. The environment can be better. Okay, and this is our question.
And walk us through all the questions.
1. The economic damage of the drought in the northern part of China in 2010 and 2011. So this
Is
one.
that a question? The economical damage of the drought in the northern part of China. Is that a question? It's not a question. It's a sentence.
What's the damage?
What's the damage? Okay.
To this